We're rated 1682 on puzzles, so let's continue. We have a queen, 2 bishops, 2 knights, and a rook. Our opponent has the same. It's got quite a lot of stuff going on here. We have a nasty check with rook e3. Then we win a knight eventually. Possibly. Yeah, it gets pretty ugly though. Okay. What do we have? What can we do? We could take a rook. King takes. Take knight, put him in check. I like the look of that. It's a little thing we can do to, let's see. Bishop takes on g3. If king takes, we just take the knight, and ultimately we want a rook. Should we win a rook, or should we try to calculate for checkmate? Really, that's the only forcing move we can do. I think we should win the rook. Our opponent has 2 rooks, actually. I don't think I counted that at first, did I? Okay, now I'm guessing we best just take this bishop as well while we're here. Yeah, because our king is kind of blocked off. Not much else we could do. Black to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and a knight. Opponent has queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and a knight. So we're pretty much even here. What is our opponent threatening? Threatening some pretty serious stuff with queen takes knight on c6. Yeah, that's pretty terrible for us. We also have a little bit of nothing. This is so defensive though. It's so passive. It's like, oh, I'm gonna wait for your attack. You know. Could be the best move. Maybe castling is best. This does kind of stop. Well, no, it doesn't really stop anything, does it? I was thinking knight. The knight with the broken leg goes to d5. Knight d4, that's no good. So there's probably a simple tactical idea here that I'm not seeing. I suppose the idea is to take the knight. Oh, hang on. What happens when takes? Oh, pawn. Okay, pawn defends. Maybe we just do that passive move and get our bishop out. Oh, I'm seeing something I didn't see before. Queen a5. Win the bishop. Or queen a5. You know, so we have with queen a5, king d1, queen a4. You know, that would be great. No, it wouldn't, because then we blunder the queen. Anyways, I think that's the idea. Queen a5. We take the nut. We take the bishop. Yeah, so we want a bishop. So let's look at that again. Next time if we're ever in this position in a game, win the bishop. Well, that was a wonderful 5 minutes. Black to move. We have a rook and a knight. Our opponent has 2 rooks, and our rook is sandwiched between the 2 rooks. We have a reverse Oreo going on here. So this is a really interesting one. If we were to take this rook with ours, and then he takes, we can promote, but then he just takes, so that wouldn't be a good idea. Takes, terrible idea, right? I like this because the move is not obvious. What if we did something down here and let him make a move? Like, let's say he took, then we could take, he takes, we promote. That would be awesome. You know, that would be weird. Because why would he do that? There's got to be a forcing thing here. I almost want him to take something. I want him to take our rook. Our knight can't do anything that I want it to do. It's like I want him to take our rook with this current setup that I have. I mean, do we sack the knight? It's not sacking. Well, okay. We put the knight here. We're looking at his rook. There's too many things he could do. He could go there. You know, but the idea is if he takes our knight because of that, then we put him in check. And then it's a terrible idea because then what? So dumb. Okay, what's my intuition say? Takes. That'd be stupid. Let's see. Say we push this F pawn. Takes. See, that would be beautiful. Why would he do that? That's too good for us. Takes. I just wish that would happen. What if he took that? Then we take that. And then he could start checking us. I don't see this one either. Terrible. How could this be? How could that be the move? There are no knight forks. No way I'm putting that pawn on G1. Are we saying we then chase this pawn? Wow, we used the knight as a wall. Crazy. Was that forced on his part though? I mean, what we take? Such a great tactical idea. I mean, that is thinking outside the box for me. I was not thinking that. We take. He's got to take. It's forced. Yeah. And then we block and it's protected. I knew I wanted something here. I wanted something here so he can promote this way, but I just didn't think about... Boom, boom. What a great idea. I'm happier after doing this puzzle. I don't care that I lost. I'm happier after doing this puzzle because we're become better chess player. Black to move. Queen. We have a queen and a rook. That's h8. That's a1. We're hitting some random squares. This would be b3. That's e6, f2, f4, and f5. Yep, looks like we got everything right. Oh, and what's this? d8. Yeah. So, learning the chessboard as we go. Our opponent has a queen and 2 rooks. I'm thinking if I can get my queen on f3 and then do this, that would be wonderful. I think we have time. I think we can get our queen on f3 and his queen can go down here to put us in check. We go up here. What can he do next? What does he have? Because if he does any kind of passive move, even if it's like, I don't know, that's because surely if it's anything here, we just take back. So I'm thinking queen f3, check with queen d8, king h7, and then that's when we deliver checkmate, right? With rook g6. Because it's looking up the g file. King can't go h1 because it's we set up the queen just for that. But it's that move in between. I can't think of him doing anything. Can he do anything to screw that up? I really don't think so. I can't see him do any... He's like stuck at that point. Queen f3. Queen d8. King h7. Maybe his queen goes to the f pawn just to... Oh, wait. He does have something. Hang on. He's got queen h4. And then he can deliver checkmate when we go back down, rook d8. But if we don't go back down, if we go up here, we have a little bit more time. But he can totally screw up our plan at that point, and he's up, because then he can just put the queen right here. By that time, our queen is up here, you know, and offer a queen trade, and then he's just winning with 2 rooks, and we have 1. So that doesn't look very good. I don't like that. Okay, obviously it was so. We just reversed the order. Just rook g6. What does he do? He has to go king h1, and then we deliver checkmate right here. Gosh, would have been great if I... Oh well, we went on a little rabbit trail. We're better for it. Okay, black to move. We have a queen, rook, and bishop. He also has a queen, rook, and a bishop. Now his pieces are threatening checkmate, so we need to do something that is a forcing move. So I'm seeing we sack the queen. He takes. And then we do a discovered check. And this, ladies and gentlemen, would be checkmate, right? Let's double check that. We sack the queen. It's forced. He takes with the king on a e1. And then that's where we deliver another check. 2 checks, really. Hang on, let me start over. Sack the queen. King takes. Check with bishop on c3 and check with rook on e1, right? And then where can he go? He can't go here, can't go here. He could go there. So he decides to go there because he goes there because he's forced to. And then rook e1. Rook e1's defended and he can't do anything. I think that's the idea. Sack the queen. A brilliant sacrifice. And then this is the same deal. He can't go anywhere with rook e1. Okay, it's going to make us press it twice. All right, black to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks, a bishop, and a knight. Our opponent has queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, and that's it. So, what's being threatened to us? We have check. That's it's not a good check because then he can take our knight, or he could just take our knight for free, really. He could deliver psychological damage putting check, and then he could take our knight. So we could do check on him, and then he could just take our bishop. So that doesn't look great. We could sack our rook, and he has to take with the king. Puts his king in a different position, so we can switch it up a little bit at least. But that's not a great. It's not a great position for us. I don't see anything. I don't see anything there. We could deliver. Oh, okay. We could deliver check. Check. Yeah, this is checkmate. So actually, believe it or not, I think knight to g3 is checkmate because the king can't go here because of the bishop. So the knight puts him in check. He can't go there because of the bishop. So that's off limits. He can't go here because of the knight that just moved. Right, so he can't go there. He can't go there because of the queen. And he can't take the knight because he's pinned by the rook. So that's a beautiful sequence. Let's just draw out all the arrows that are happening here. So he can't go there because of that. He goes there. Knight's attacking. He takes. Rook takes. He goes here. Queen's attacking. That's a beautiful little spider web of moves here that the queen is entangled in. And the answer is knight g3. I love that. Okay, white to move. That's a1, h8. That would be d7. Yep. All right, we have a queen, a rook, 2 bishops, and a knight. Our opponent has queen, rook, 2 knights, and a bishop. Do we see checkmate? I don't even see check. We're probably going to win material. How can we win material? Any kind of discovered attacks. The only discovered thing would be like taking this, and then we get discovered on a pawn, it looks like. But there's just too much that can happen there. That wouldn't be good. We have rook to d1. That could be something. Doesn't seem like it could be much. Well, we can blunder it. I'm guessing, I mean, our knight can do something, or our knight can go to kind of develop to d3. That would make, oops, knight develops. It's a bad idea. Knight develops. It's not forcing though. Overall, that's bad. Are there any obvious moves that I'm missing? I don't think so. It is seeming like bishop e5 would be a move. Yeah, bishop e5, because once he responds with bishop takes, we have check, winning a knight. So we can win a knight. But can we do anything more? Can we do more than just win a knight? He doesn't really have anything good after this. I mean, he's got takes. Doesn't have that because then we just take. So yeah, I think we just win the knight. Yes. Success. White to move. We have a queen. And our opponent has a queen. And we each have 3 pawns. His king is a little bit claustrophobic, I would say. But yeah, this is one of those wild end games. We put him in check. He can go up or down. If he goes down, I think a strong forcing move would be this one right here, b6. b6. That would be e3. Yep. All right, so real quick, a1, h8. So that's b6, f3, g3, and g8. Yep. All right, I'm learning the board pretty good. b6. What if the king goes up? Then maybe c7, avoiding his queen attacks. Not really seeing much here, gonna be honest. Not seeing much. What if we... I don't really want to just take... Well, he can't go there if we do that. He could go there. I feel like we don't let him make any moves, right? If we do all forcing moves, maybe eventually we'll have a checkmate. Let's see. First, let's calculate the easier side. This will probably be easier. So if he goes to h5 after rook queen b6, then we put him in check. He can go there. We go back down, and then he can go there. I'm not seeing this one. I do think we put him in check though. So if we just do pawns, what happens? If we just do a pawn, he puts us in a check. Like that, right? So we gotta play the check game before he does. Nope. Oh boy, here we go. It's gonna... Man, what do we sack the queen? Why would we do that? That'd be straight up stupid. Why didn't I see this? Why didn't I see that? You guys, how come I didn't see such a simple move? If I'd have saw this, if I'd have just seen that, I would have immediately calculated, whoa, he's forced to go down. And then I would have looked at that, defended, and then he'd have to go there, and then I'd see this. It's so easy, it's so simple. But I didn't see it. I was not wearing my chess glasses. I was not wearing my Grandmaster glasses. White to move. We have 2 rooks, and our opponent has 2 rooks and a bishop. But we're in a good spot. Our king is kind of acting like a pawn right here. I see not checkmate because our king is not acting as a queen. It cannot handle that. He cannot put us in check this turn. So if we do this, that's checkmate next turn. Yeah, whatever he does, I mean, it's just he could do everything he can to stop it. Checkmate. White to move. We have a rook, 2 rooks. Our opponent has a rook and 2 bishops. Very interesting situation here. Okay, so wait. Rook c7, queen b8. I think we just kind of shuffle our rooks. Not really, because hang on. It'd be nice if we had some of these bishops over here. Okay, I think the obvious answer is actually just rook a8, and it's ladder mate. White to move. We have 2 rooks and a bishop, and our opponent has a queen, a rook, and a knight. No immediate threats going on for check, but we do have this. This rook is kind of passive, not in a good position right now. We also have this, which is check. He cannot go there. He cannot go there. Very good. Black to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks, a bishop, and a knight. Our opponent has queen, 1 rook, bishop, and a knight. So we're up on material. Black to move. That's h8. That's a1. This would be d3. Yep. b6. Nice. So that's g2. Yep. All right. It's too crazy, too hectic. Ah. Take the knight. It's probably too small of an idea. Hang on. Oh, wait, we're in check. 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 This is a hard one. We gotta realize that. So if he takes that, bad for him. We have to realize that this right here, I mean, this is coming. We probably lose our queen, but we don't want to get to the point where we lose our queen. We can't do anything to take that bishop, so we either have to block or run. The only thing we can block with is the queen, and so I think we want to run. The only place we can run is E, so that's forced. Don't need to spend a lot of time on that. Now we can go here, but then he really has a terrible checkmate if he can... Okay, it's getting interesting. If we run to D8, you know, once he moves his knight, it's check again, but it's not checkmate. Let me go there. So yeah, that's interesting, but this is checkmate, right? So we move here, checkmate. So we need to sacrifice the queen, I think, but if we go here, it's checkmate. No, because he loses the queen. Yeah, he gives up the queen if we do anything there. So we can go E7, and then he can go here. That would be a terrible decision by him. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have much. I don't think he has checkmate, or we know he doesn't have checkmate because this wouldn't be a puzzle. Okay, so let's look at it this way. We can't go here, it's illegal. We can go here or here. Or we can just take. We can sacrifice the queen, then he takes. And then it's really looking bad. But you know what? If we sacrifice the queen, we win knight. He takes, we take. Ultimately, we won a knight. Right? We took a knight and a queen, and all he took was a queen. Should we try that? I think that's the way. Yeah, that's great. Wow, that was a crazy one. What did we even do? We moved the knight to E8, and then we sacrificed the queen. Wow, we ate up a lot of pieces there.